where we literally got one gift if we were lucky.
Reading about the Detroit Lions, sorry.
Double take.
All right. Welcome to our Christmas special here at the Sweat Equity podcast for entrepreneurs. We're just going to have a little bit of fun with this one because we're a few days away from Christmas, and we just kind of want to have fun with this one. Just talk about our favorite Christmas stuff, some of our favorite gifts, our movies, things like that, and just ask some fun questions just to see what y'all are like in the Christmas spirit. I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of year. So I love, that's why I go to New York every time during Christmas, because New York basically throws up Christmas. There is Christmas themed everything everywhere you go, and you just, just the cold weather, the whole vibe just feels like Christmas, you know? So, all right, well, we'll just jump right into it. We've just got some fun questions and some stuff like that we're going to talk about, and just to let y'all get to know us a little bit and share some of the stuff that we actually like to do for Christmas. I'll let KP take this away. We're big on charity, and it's one of the things that we really pride ourselves on throughout the year, but we do a really fun deal during Christmas for local families, and I think this year was another home run.
Yes, it was.
We do. We do a big toy drive every year and ask the community to come out and bring toys. And we always try to buy something that can be raffled off. So it's usually a big TV. This year was a 75-inch TV. And we ask people to bring toys, and then they get a raffle ticket for the TV. And then at the end of, right before Christmas, we work with a local nonprofit and pass the toys on to them. That's what we did this year. In the past, we've had some families come shop and stuff, but we were dealing with a little bit of a matter of time, and we had a local nonprofit that was in dire need of toys.
Yes.
They had a big, it's like almost like, it's not a toy drive, but a toy shopping day where they have over 500, in between 500 and 1,000 kids that they serve every year. And I had reached out to them, and they said their shelves were bare, and the next day they were having them come. And so we packed up all of our stuff, and it was interesting because I had told her, I said, this is probably like 7 to 8 bags, if y'all want to come get them, or we can bring them to you. She said, we'll come. And then we started packing it all up, and it was like 25 bags, like
That's
large
awesome.
trash bags. And then there was even toys that were not in the bags because we got bicycles and stuff. So it's our 13th year that I think we've done it, 12th or 13th year, because you started at year 1 at Mad Hatter, and it's, just a great thing. I think one of our biggest things is, giving back. And that for me is probably my favorite part of the Christmas season, is just giving. And now that I have a daughter, it's, the joy in her for getting presents and stuff, but also just giving back to the community. And so that's something that I know that all of us feel pretty, strongly about. And, so we do stuff throughout the year, but the toy drive is a really big thing during Christmas time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's fun. It's,
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wanted to start that long time ago when we very first opened Mad Hatter because, with Woody's, we always did Toys for Tots and stuff like that. And, unfortunately, and those are all great organizations, the Angel Trees, the Toys for Tots and stuff like that. Those are all really, really great organizations. The only small issue that I have with those is, from what I was told, so don't quote me on this, but from what I was told, is the presents or the toys that don't make it to the families, they basically get stored away for the next year, which means there's always, a rollover on those. And so, we've always done it to where I've taken them down to Lancaster, taken them to the homeless shelters, things like that. But one of the really fun things that kind of got out of hand was we announced it 2 or 3 days before actual Christmas that we had a gang of toys, and we allowed local parents, moms and dads, to come actually shop for their kids. And, I always told them, get 2 or 3 toys per kid. One toy is not, that's not fun. And my whole reasoning behind that is it really was able to deliver the Christmas spirit and the Christmas miracle, because 2 and 3 days before Christmas, if you're a parent and you have no presents for your gift or for your kids, and then all of a sudden you see a post that says, hey, come to Rabbit Hole or come to Mad Hatter and come shop, and you are able to give your kids 3 or 4 good gifts. I mean, these aren't Dollar Tree gifts either. That is what I believe embodies the Christmas miracle for these families. And so that's why we have chose to do that recently. But I'm very happy with the non-profit that they linked up with this year to do it, because it served a community that's always been near and dear to me, and that's the Como community here in Fort Worth, because I grew up with a lot of the Como kids right next to the Como community, and went to school and had, I've been to funerals in there. I've been to friends' houses in there. I've been very, very close with the community since middle school. And if y'all remember, we actually donated for their school drive a few years back, filled their shelves for the school drive. So
they're doing great things over there.
They really are.
Yeah, Como Lion's Heart. I volunteered there a few times at the community center, and it's just awesome what they do at Christmas time.
Yeah, they have definitely turned the reputation around for that neighborhood in a really great way. So yeah, I will say, we've always been charity driven, but I think that we can all agree that our Christmas time charity is always a really fun deal to do. And normally we kick it off right after Thanksgiving at some point in the 1st of December with a big car show and raise money to do that. And I think we always really have fun going shopping, because we'll usually raise, I think this year we raised around $800. We've raised more than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually we'll go to Walmart and spend a couple $1,000s. I think, what was it, 2 years ago? We had four or 5 baskets just,
Filled to the brim.
absolutely jammed
Yeah.
with toys. And this isn't something that we do for write-offs or anything like that. We use every single dollar that is donated from the community to give back to the community. So it's really awesome that we've done that.
Yeah.
Speaking of gifts and presents for the Christmas time, any of you guys have a favorite gift that y'all have received over the years?
I said earlier, I was like, oh my gosh, I'll never forget. I was 5 years old around there, and I got a Barbie 4-wheeler. But then I've started to think about it, and I'm like, material things. Like, why do I always go back to material things?
Well, it's
I've got I
Gifts are
know.
material
I guess
for
it
the
was
most
one
part.
of those things like, we never got big gifts from my parents. It was always just like, we got our stocking stuffed and candy and stuff. So it wasn't like I was expecting something so extravagant.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
so it's something that I will never forget. And my parents kind of put it in a scavenger hunt kind of thing, because it was
that's
too
fun.
big to wrap. So I had to kind of go around the house. So it was more like an activity with it, along with seeing something so big at the end. And when you're 5 and you get something you can actually ride on.
You're driving.
Yeah.
So cool. It was
Hidden
the
curves
coolest.
early, huh?
I'm like, yeah, I know, seriously. And that's where it all started.
What about you, Juwan? You got a favorite gift?
Oh man, I forget what year it is. I'm not gonna lie, but Jordan 13 year.
Oh,
I've always
Nice.
wanted, I told you many times, that's my favorite Jordan of all time.
Yeah,
I'm a big
yeah.
Jordan shoe fan. I do have a couple pair of the 1s and the 13s, but the 13, the playoff Freds.
yeah. So
Once I got those.
you also came from a family with, a few kids in
Right,
it.
right.
How was y'all's Christmas? Did you get a lot in one big thing? Did y'all get
I
a
mean,
bunch of little things? How did that?
I got a few things from like my mom, of course, dad, and then grandmothers, grandparents, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, we kind of like just bounced around because we had my dad's side of the family, and mom's side of the family. So kind of knew we were kind of getting a lot of things. But it was like one of those things. Well, too, we were trained at the same young age. It's like don't always expect things. At times,
Yeah.
it wasn't my mom. 3 kids, single for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
So don't always expect something. At least the time with family was the biggest thing for us all too.
Yeah.
And then outside that one was the Super Nintendo year.
Oh, that was a good year too.
I was getting frustrated because you died real easily on NES, the first Nintendo. Then I started dying more on Super Nintendo. So that was one of my favorite ones.
My day and age was the Atari.
Yeah.
Good
We
stuff.
played Cubert or something.
We
like that.
got Atari too, but it was really weird. We got grounded for like a month. All of us kids did for some reason, and my mom went and bought us an Atari.
So you were grounded to the house and then got to play Atari.
Stepdad grounded us.
Yeah.
Mom went for an Atari.
So it was like
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
punishment.
That's a fair
It was,
trade,
it was.
We had,
actually.
well, we had Sega too. I remember
definitely
Wonder
had-
Boy. I
yeah.
played Wonder Boy all the time.
Dang.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons that my sister, if you go to her house, I think she has 8 Christmas trees up in her house.
Absolutely.
I mean, her house is just every single inch of it is Christmas, and I absolutely love it. That is where I love to go for Christmas because I was actually just talking to her yesterday, and I was like, "You decorated the house, right?" And she was like, "No, not this year." And I'm like, "I don't even know if I want to come." And she was like, "Chris, are you kidding me? Of course I did. Are you crazy?" And I was like, "Man,
Christmas trees.
it's especially here in Texas, it's going to be 80 degrees on
Yeah.
Christmas." So I was like, "Let's just turn down the AC so we can all wear pajamas Christmas morning and make it really feel like Christmas in there." And my mom, she was sick the majority of our life, but when she was able to work, man, there's 4 of us, and so when I tell you that the presents around the tree would be around the tree, stacked up the wall behind the tree, almost the height of the tree. Like she always made sure that Christmas was really, really great for us. And for me and my brother, it was Ninja Turtles at the time and whatever, video games, Ninja Turtles, outdoor games, things like that, skateboards, like really good gifts that we really, really wanted. But then, we experienced later on in life a little bit when she wasn't able to work where we literally got one gift if we were lucky, so it was one extreme to the other by all means, but we were always really grateful. And I think that is why it's carried over for me and my sister to just really, really embody Christmas because, it's just a good time for us to get our family together, which doesn't happen that often.
Right.
And now that your family's split across the state, it's really hard for y'all to get together.
It really is. We have one picture that has all 4 of us siblings with all of my nieces, nephews, and my daughter in it. One. It's happened one time ever.
I don't think we have any.
No?
'Cause we're in Nashville and North Carolina, and it's hard.
It's tough. And
Especially when there's kids.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
people don't want to leave their house for Christmas.
because-
My mom and dad and I used to travel to Nashville to visit my brother and their kids.
Yeah.
But now that we have Riley, Riley wants to be at home at Christmas.
Yeah, because I know
So-
you were a big part of your nephew's life
Yeah.
in Nashville. I know you've been out there
Yeah.
several times
Yeah,
to
and
visit.
we just went a couple months ago, but it was our first time in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Life
yeah.
just gets
'Cause Riley
busy when you
too.
have your own
Yeah.
kids, and it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is tough. And is Riley still in the age where Santa Claus still has to visit the house, right?
Oh, Santa visits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all do Elf on a Shelf?
No, and that's that's kind of one of the things I've been Googling this a lot lately. So if there's any moms out there that need to know what to say, traditions are different in each house, and everybody makes their own little magical traditions.
For sure.
So we are not an Elf on the Shelf family, and I think a lot of it is we're just very, very busy, and that's just one more thing. But we
Yeah.
do advent calendars.
Fun.
So we have that, and a lot of families don't do the advent calendars.
That's what I'm
and we
gonna-
have multiple. We have some, chocolate ones and some toy ones and stuff. So that's our magical
That's
tradition.
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I believe, especially in this day and age and just the craziness, and maybe it's just because we've gotten older, I don't know, but I feel like holidays used to be huge
Yeah.
back in
lot
the
bigger.
the 90s for us, early 2000s. They were huge. They were widely celebrated. And when they started doing Black Friday's always been a thing, but when they started opening Target and Walmart at
the
5
middle of
o'clock
the
on
night.
Thanksgiving Day, oh, that really irked me because it just takes away from your family. Your family just wants to go shopping and things like that. And I think the holidays and the Christmas spirit is all about family and love and just getting together, even if it is that one time a year. So we try to, and I think now they make the day after Christmas a holiday now, right?
Do they?
So
Like
they
a
try to
federal
make
holiday?
the
I
day
didn't know
before
that.
and the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
And
Christmas Eve
they're
and
working
the
on
day
it.
after
really?
a federal
That's
holiday. So
awesome.
you
So
get
everybody-
you get 3
Yeah.
days off,
What if
which
it
is really
falls on the
awesome.
weekend?
Yeah,
They
I went
move
to
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I went to the bank the other day and they said that they're working on Friday, and there was another lady in line and she said it's a legal thing. The bank can't be closed 3 days in a row.
That is legal.
I didn't know that. And I just felt so
People
bad because they
people
have
need
to
money.
they have off half day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and then they have to come back to work on Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
I want y'all to have off.
Yeah.
You know, I want y'all to enjoy the time you y'all's
Yeah.
family, but legally they can't.
Banks can't.
Yeah,
do
I
that.
didn't know that.
From the healthcare world. And so even though we were in the corporate side of it, we weren't off on Christmas.
Yeah.
So I worked
That's true.
a lot of Christmases
Yeah.
because they typically would want at least one person from the marketing department there. So
Yeah.
we would work Thanksgiving, we would work Christmas. Because hospitals can't close.
No,
right?
not at all.
And
Yeah.
so I know like we were salaried, so you don't get like the double time and stuff. But at
Right.
least like the nurses and stuff, they get paid very well on those days. But yeah, like the hospital
They
never
do.
closes. So you
You
use
are right.
PTO if you wanted the day off.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you could leave at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And a lot of our family stuff was usually later in the day anyway. So it
But,
kind of
yeah.
worked to not use a PTO day, save it for a vacation
Yeah.
or something.
But you got to
Yeah.
be there. Somebody
And-
has to be there.
I think the other thing though, saying how like when you brought up like that holidays like in the past were just like everything and like there was
Yeah.
so much. I think a big part of it is like cell phones too. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
We've become this world of instant gratification and always having to be occupied, and we are a very high ADHD,
Yeah.
country, world, whatever
Yeah.
it is, and I think that like just that genuine sitting down time with your family just doesn't happen like it used to. And it is sad. It's,
It is
it's
sad.
really sad. But if you think about it, like if we had like this thing and, maybe I need to implement this at the house, but you put your cell phones up in a bowl
Yeah.
at
I
least
agree.
for 3 or 4 hours. And like then it might actually feel like a
But now you gotta
true,
watch
like the
this.
Christmases we had growing up
Yeah.
probably.
You
Because
have
we didn't,
some access
And,
to
and
it.
now you, now
we
you
didn't
gotta
have
watch
cell
this, so-
phones when I was a kid.
And it was glorious. I know.
it was nice.
I saw something and it said, man, millennials are about this close to just doing away with the cell phone and getting a landline. Catch me on my voicemail, man.
Yeah.
Just catch me on my...
yeah.
I miss that. I miss...
I truly miss
Not-
the days
I
without cell
mean,
phones.
Yeah.
I don't want to be accessible 100% of the time.
No, it's hard.
I want to enjoy my moments. It's so
Yeah.
hard to enjoy every single moment and really remember every single moment because your mind is here and there.
Yeah, your cell
It's
phones.
like
Yeah.
somebody. This is big for me. So experiences are my favorite gifts.
Yeah.
One of my favorite was my Taylor Swift concert, and I recorded I think 2 or 3 videos, but I made sure to not have my phone up the whole time
Good for you.
because I was like,
Yep.
I want to take this all in. The beauty of it now is they have her concert on like Disney Plus now, so I can watch it over
I
and
did
over
see it come
again.
across
But
my-
nothing is like being there live, like at a concert. And if you go to concerts now and you see people, and like 90% of the people have their phones up the entire time, and
100%.
time,
With
and
the
I'm like,
charger
you're watching
connected.
it through the camera, like you're not even take it in.
You know what? We'll get back on topic,
Yeah.
but I will reiterate what she was just saying. We were at F1 in Vegas. MGK played. That's one of Chantel's favorite
Yep.
artists.
Was she
whole
on that
time.
video?
And I'm like,
You can't enjoy
I
it.
can't tell her right then. But I was like, I really wish you would have just put your phone down and enjoyed the concert. You can Google them anytime you want.
Yeah.
But instead, you watch that concert through your cell phone
Yep.
the whole time, just so you could record clips of it later. It's kind of like watching fireworks. When people record fireworks on the 4th of July, how many times do you go
Are you
back and
gonna
watch the
rewatch that?
fireworks?
Well,
Never.
and then
Never.
when you put it on
For
your
real.
stories, how many people watch the fireworks on
I
your
want to
Exactly.
see
story?
this
I
for
know.
39
Nobody
Yeah.
seconds.
skip.
I'm a
That little
firm-
firework that's this
Yeah.
big on the
No.
screen. No.
I'm a firm believer in putting on Do Not Disturb
Yeah.
for the concert now because
Yeah.
people in front of you, phone like.
Hey, I'm
It's
glad you did
experience.
this
Luckily, I'm
recent
taller.
one.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm taller. This week, I actually did leave it off Do Not Disturb.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But normally, it's turn on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
if you really need me, you guys would have called me twice.
And it's,
Yeah.
and it's taking it in.
Yeah.
But that's what goes back to the Christmas thing. And I think that, like, one of the things, for me, and we were talking a little bit about this, Christmas, I think, doesn't feel like it used to. And I think a
I
big
agree.
part of it is because it's not being taken in. It's not like that quality time is not there. And for me, it's also because, I'm not with my brother and the kids and stuff. So it's like a little bit harder, but yeah, just taking that stuff in.
Man, yeah, I remember getting the magazines in the mail and going through all the magazines or the newspapers and saying, "Oh my gosh, Victoria's Secret has this pajama set that I really want."
Cool.
You'd circle it, and then your mom would drop you off at the mall, or not during Christmas time because it was so crazy that you would just be going through crowds of people. You would hear that Christmas music, like singing in the background. Every entrance had the
Salvation Army.
ding,
Ding,
Salvation
yeah.
Army, or always. Everybody had their coats and jackets on, and kids. I don't know. You were engulfed in the Christmas spirit.
Brian Irvin was hell.
Oh,
God.
and it was.
Yeah.
You didn't leave your
good,
house.
though.
Yeah.
I bet you
I
don't have
miss
traffic on
it.
Brian Irvin anymore
It was
because
a part
everybody
of the
shops online.
experience.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It is. Holidays are so different now than they used to
Online
be.
shopping
Yeah.
has taken over.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's killed retail
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
I was in Parks Mall yesterday. It was, I mean,
You was a
wasn't
line
that
out
big
the
of a deal.
door.
Probably
Christmas time back
parked
when growing
easily.
Yeah.
It
Drove there easily.
Wasn't near what it used to
Yeah.
be.
Imagine, so today's imagine 4 days before Christmas, 15 years ago, 10 years ago.
yeah.
You would sit through a light for 30 minutes.
Maybe longer than that.
For
Yeah.
longer than that.
God,
It's
man.
just different.
To see Santa, it'd be 3 hours.
Yep. Yeah, there was like 15 people in line
Yeah.
at best
So
yesterday.
sad.
So, and that's a weekend. So y'all were talking about working on Christmas. Juwan's working this Christmas. I got called to Scrooge the other day because we're open on Christmas
365.
now, except for Richardson. But have I not? I literally, Cook called me a Scrooge the other day because she asked me. We were talking about when we were opening,
Tell
and
Cook
what
talk to
have
me.
I always said about Christmas?
You've given us a choice.
It's
Given
up
the
to y'all.
choice.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's up to you guys.
Yep.
The only thing I ask is if y'all are gonna open by 5.
Yep.
Other than that, if you want the day off, lock the bar up.
Yeah.
See you on the 26th.
Yep.
Right.
Said that for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And Christmas.
Yep.
But because it's such a lucrative day, Mad Hatter or Rabbit Hole has never been open on, or never not been open on Christmas or
And-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but
I'm
we've
doing it for
left
the
it up to
employees.
them. It's
Yeah.
like, do you
Yeah.
want to open? And it's always, yes, I want to
Yeah.
work.
I want to work.
And it's like my thing is like my family, we do stuff before and then after. So it's like Christmas Day, like everybody's staying at home really at this point in time
Yeah.
just because how everything's changed. It's like I get bored at home.
Yeah.
And the employees like, hey, go enjoy your time with your family. I don't mind not sitting down, but working for a couple hours. I mean, I'll be out of there by 6, whatever.
Yeah.
Go have fun with your family.
And the girls might be with their
Yeah,
moms. Or
yeah, they're both gonna be gone out of town this year. I was like,
Yeah.
guess I'm out working.
Yeah, and on top of that, just something that I pride myself about with all of our locations. I mean, Richardson is just a different
Different
beast,
area,
you know.
yeah.
But we are always somewhere to go for people.
people, yeah.
365 days of the
Yep.
year, we have given people the opportunity and option for us to be a landing spot for them. Like everybody knows that we're going to be open, and so our employees really take that pride in that to be open with open arms
Yeah.
because there's some people who don't have family and you know are living
Have
here out
nowhere
of
to go.
state and or have no family period, and they rely on us in a sense. You
we're
know,
their
we
family.
are their safe haven. We are their family. We do provide that
Yeah.
meal. We do provide that, and that is what warms my heart. That's probably my favorite thing to say about
Christmas.
just all of our holidays, all of our bars is we are here for you 365. Our power's off.
Yeah.
We're still open.
We do.
Unfortunately, we have to have running water. So if the water's not running, then we're we'll take some
Thanksgiving
adjustments.
Day dinner, lunch for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
I was, you definitely hit that nail on the head. We are definitely not open just because I'm the Grinch, but because it is really something that we take pride in to give back to the people that don't necessarily have anywhere to go.
And there's a lot of people. that
Lots.
way. Yeah.
It's a good day for us. And people just get tired of their
Families.
They need a break.
their families.
We're there
So,
for that too, 100%.
Let's see. Real tree or fake tree?
Oh, we're a fake tree family. I'm allergic.
Oh
Good,
man,
good deal. Real tree, fake tree.
I love a good. Man,
That was bugging
the
me.
whole
Sorry.
time.
Sorry.
I would love to have the real tree for sure. I grew up having a real tree. It's the biggest mess in the world, and I can't do it. So fake tree.
Real tree, fake
prefer
tree.
the fake tree because I'm not cleaning that up.
Come on, guys.
It is
It's
a
not a big
mess.
deal.
Do you
until-
have well, what do you have? Do you have
I'm
tree?
a real tree type of fella. If
I'm a real tree type of girl. Yeah.
And I will say, it's only messy when you take it out of the house.
Still
Because
messy.
normally the pine trees don't fall like just to make a mess.
What about with the dogs? Did they?
They don't. When the cats were around, they would. That was a nightmare with
Yeah.
the
Cats
low
Cut the cat's
Yeah.
low
Triple
trees.
B.
bulbs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the dogs don't really much care about it. But y'all know what it. I mean, y'all have helped me take out the tree out of Mad Hatter a few
Hatter.
times.
A real
And when
one?
you
Yeah.
That one's cool.
by the end of the month, they are dead for the most part.
Yeah.
That's when the pines are.
Very brittle, dry,
fall
just
off.
falling
Yeah.
everywhere.
So
So when you like, if you do a real tree, like this is how naive I am to it because we just never did a real tree. I will not be able to breathe if I'm around it too long anyway. So it's fine by me. But do you like? I feel like this is a dumb question, but does Texas have a place where you can actually go look and?
university.
But you don't like cut your own.
No,
Yeah,
so
No,
you
no,
do.
it's already cut right there.
No,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, like,
I bet there
on the-
is a place.
like,
Surely there's
so
a place
Nick's
this
from
one's already
outside
Michigan.
of town.
So Nick's from Michigan, and like
I don't-
that's
They get
what
to go
they
cut
did.
'em.
Like they would go on a trip and
cut the
do their
tree.
Christmas tree and cut it. And you know, like the tree that Sundance Square gets every year is always from Michigan.
sure.
So I mean, it's just what it
Tallest-
is. And you see the
tallest
movies
tree
and
in the
everything.
nation.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
that
see
is
the
so
movies
cool.
and everything, but I like don't even comprehend. I mean, it's 80 degrees on Christmas Day, so I feel like
Takes me home.
Yeah.
take away the allergies. If I lived in like a cold place
Yeah.
that you could go cut them, I do feel like the tradition of doing that would be really cool.
So fun.
That
Yeah,
would
I
be
feel like
really
that
cool.
could be that would be really cool. I know you can go to like Farrington Field, that
Yeah,
area, and pick
and that's
one
what I
out.
always
So you're
do.
still picking it out.
Yeah, and they trim it and cut it right there for you.
Okay, yeah.
Which I guess here in the city is going to be the closest to that
Yeah.
experience. But then it is
Absolutely.
always fun to have it tied to the car and drive it home and things like that, or
Yeah.
drive it to the pub and put it up. So
Yeah.
that is always a fun thing.
You should talk about your upside down
I
tree.
was
at
going
the
to say,
Yeah.
bring back
What's
the
the tr-
upside
We
down
need
tree.
to.
We got to
need
bring
to.
that back.
Yeah, we'll do that next year.
That
We
was
want some. There's that
cool.
one person that's against it, religious wise, but we.
It's just
understand.
something
Yeah,
because Mad Hatter is so. The reason I did that is because
so different.
Mad Hatter is so small. There's really not a place for a 6 or 8 foot tree.
Nope.
So that's why I started hanging it upside down. It was always really fun to decorate it upside down. It did make a little bit of a mess, especially when you took it out of there. But it wasn't that hard. I mean, people assume it's a tree, so it's super heavy. A 6 foot Christmas tree doesn't weigh but maybe 20 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not heavy.
See, I was wondering. I'm like,
do you
I
hang
don't know
that?
how sturdy that is. to be
No,
honest.
yeah, they weren't
So
hard
we've
to hang
hung
up at
heavier
all.
things from.
Yeah.
Strong guy.
Let's see. Favorite movie or song? My favorite movie, oh man, it's a toss up between Home Alone and Love Actually. That's one of my favorite movies actually in the holiday. Y'all may have not seen it. Have you ever seen it? It's a huge cast. It's got a huge cast.
It's been a long time
and
since
it's
I've
almost
seen
like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You have to watch it more than once because all of the storylines, there's like 4 or 5 storylines. They all intertwine if you watch it. They're all their own separate storylines, but you really, really have to pay attention, and you'll see how they intertwine
back.
throughout it, and how if you don't pay attention, one character is a brother or a sister of another character, but they have their complete
Yep.
own lines or storylines. But again, if you don't pay attention to them,
never
you
knows.
don't pick up on it. And
Yeah.
it's just it's all based in Europe. They're all based in Europe for the most part. And again, it's a huge cast. Liam Neeson, one of the main characters in it.
Scarlett Johansson in that?
Huh?
No, not Scarlett Johansson.
No,
I feel like
I'm gonna
I
sit
have
here.
seen-
It's been a long
Another
time
one of
since
the
I've seen
famous
this.
British actors. I can't even think of his name right now. It's
There's
not
quite a
Jude
few
Law.
big people
There's
in
a
there.
lot
Yeah.
of big
a good
actors
one.
in there. So that's my favorite one.
I feel like that's from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably a good 10, 12
Yeah.
years old now.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not that.
Man.
long
That
ago.
early 2000s. You guys remember?
feel
We're
like
25 years in, guys.
I know. Well, I'm
26
saying it was
years
a long
in.
time ago.
Yeah.
I saw it a long time ago.
It's bugging me. I can't think of the guy's name that played the president for Great Britain, but whatever. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you got a favorite movie? Favorite movie or song?
Man,
or
like the Grinch. The
the Jim Carrey Grinch?
I'm Jim Carrey Grinch.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the cartoon one, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
Yeah.
I grew up on Jim Carrey too, so
too.
I was like, man, I had to watch that.
too.
That one, Home Alone, always. And man, I feel like Die Hard has to be a.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole
Like it
other
has to
episode.
be.
Is it a
in
Christmas
episode.
movie? Is it not a
Is it
Christmas
not?
movie?
That's a whole debate.
It's a movie
I feel
filmed
like.
during Christmas. It's a Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
National Lampoons, the National
Man.
Lampoons.
Yep.
What?
That's a good
I feel
one.
like Nick
Yeah.
watches that one a lot, so
I'm
I feel
a,
like that's the one I've seen most
There
recently.
you go.
I think what. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I just like a good happy ending. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I really like The Holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all
Holiday's
remember
good.
that one
Sure.
where they switch
I like
houses?
The Holiday.
and
Yeah.
I think it's so
Cameron
sweet.
Cameron
Diaz.
It's such a sweet, wholesome ending, and I just need to. I like the butterflies and the feel good.
Cameron
so.
Diaz, Jack Black.
Yeah. It's a good
couple-
one. It's a
couple
goodie.
ones.
So one,
And Jude Law.
yeah.
Yep.
So Riley did want to watch a Christmas movie the other day, so we found one on Netflix, and it's called Merry Gentlemen, and it's so cheesy.
Okay.
But what I didn't realize is that the gentlemen were going to be kind of like a cabaret show.
Oh, goodness.
So at this point, we're 45 minutes in, and then it's like
They're
this
back now.
lady trying to save this bar, and they decide to have these men take off their shirts and sing. And Riley's like, "Why are they taking off their shirts?" And I was like, just showing how healthy their bodies are because they clearly work out a lot. But then I was like, what do you even do? My 6-year-old was like, what's going on? And it was totally PG rated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have let her watch like an R movie.
Right.
But yeah, and the other day she goes, Mommy, Daddy still hasn't seen Merry Gentlemen. Let's watch it with him. And I was
That's-
like, let's not talk about that movie again. But I
She's
can't
at
tell her
school, she's
why.
like,
Yeah.
So
that is
got a
so
good
I
funny.
let my child watch that first.
She goes to school. She's like, girls,
Yeah.
I got a movie.
Y'all need to watch Merry Gentlemen.
I'll be honest with you. I'm also man. Got to be a man to admit this. I'm a sucker for a good Hallmark Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
They're all the
know,
same.
They're all the
You
same.
know what's going to happen.
Maybe a Prince, maybe whatever. I don't know,
Yes.
but I'm a good sucker for a Hallmark movie. I love Christmas. I love a good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
If you can win at the end, I'm gonna watch that movie.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
Wins at the end are good.
Well, we can wrap this up real quick. I think a good fun thing to wrap it up with would be favorite Christmas story at the bar, maybe? Does anybody? I think we've all worked one. We've all been to one.
I know.
Is there a favorite favorite
I
Christmas
guess
story?
my favorite one at the bar. I wasn't actually working. Big Dan, Mark McEwen, Dee, myself were just all trying to figure out like why are we off on Christmas? I think you actually. Oh, if it was you, come here. Somebody else worked Christmas. I was like, shoot, let's go somewhere. So we ended up at Applebee's, not knowing they were open. I was like, we sat there for hours. And then we went to Mad Hatter and Abby. Just had a fun time. Like this,
Nice.
the random four you'll ever see. Like, but at that time, most random
Yeah.
four. I'm like, yeah, let's go hang out.
And
It's fun.
Applebee's is so random too.
Yeah, but we, like,
If you
that
are
thing is-
open, they will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like one of those things. Like we
True.
all came together and was like, hey, do you normally work in Christmas? Like, no, I'm with my family. So we just made sure that person had
Yeah.
a really nice tip for Christmas.
Yep.
I mean,
was cool.
like when pre-Riley, like I think one of my favorite nights to go out was Christmas
Yep.
after, like, and
Yeah.
Brett, even when Brett and I didn't have families, like my brother and I, like we would go do everything with our family and then we'd go out and it would be one of the days that he and I would go out together.
Oh, nice.
So like
Yeah.
those were always the most fun nights
Yes.
for me because you get to hang out with them and
your
it's, you know,
siblings. Like,
and
here's a nice
it's
little
also
bit
like
for
a
you.
high school reunion,
Yeah.
which, you know, is sometimes a good thing, sometimes not. But yeah, you see lottie-dottie everybody that
Yeah.
you know.
That's so.
Did y'all go to the
true.
movies as a kid on Christmas night? That was a big thing
So
for
I
us.
did it as an adult.
Especially
I've
as
done
a
it before
teenager.
That was
Go
later
to a
after.
movie
I would
because there
go.
would always be a really good release.
They always
on
release one
Christmas
good
night.
movie.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
never.
that was it's a Christmas night's a big movie
Last
theater
year I
night.
went to see
I've been at
Nosferatu.
Thanksgiving,
Huh?
but not
I
for
remember
Christmas.
last year I went to see Nosferatu. We went to New York and then
Yeah.
I went to see that new horror
Yeah,
movie.
we did
Yeah.
spend last
Yeah.
Christmas in New York. Yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
I
We
wanna
went on
hear-
Christmas Day, didn't we?
We left Christmas Day.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I want to hear from the guy behind the scenes and what's one of your favorite Christmas presents, stories, movies, songs. I know. I was like, you got to be a part of this one.
Can't reach shit.
This-
Favorite Christmas movie, Home Alone 2.
Okay.
Two.
Lost in New York.
Yeah, I love the New York one.
Surprised it was
He wasn't born in when Home Alone 1 came out, right?
or two.
Oh, or
I
2.
don't think I would.
Or the first three.
No,
Second two.
man.
Oh, wow.
It's all good.
I did watch
He can
it, though.
still enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, Home Alone 2.
All movies are the best movies.
Favorite Christmas gift? when my brother bought me a Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
I wanted
Nice.
one for like the whole year. I wanted one. I kept telling him, and he bought me a bright red one. I loved it. It was
So
I
sweet.
love that one.
Very cool.
My favorite gift of all time.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that one.
Well, I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any real fun bar stories for
I-
Christmas. I'll be honest, the ones that I would go out, I don't remember. I do remember opening Mad Hatter
A
Christmas
litmus.
Day the first couple of years, and I think I'd make a pot of chili and just come up and, like Bailey talked about earlier, is just hanging out and enjoying the Christmas company of
Yeah.
whoever might show up, and obviously a very lucrative night. Everybody wants to tip you a lot of money and have a really good time, and so I think that was always a fun time for me to
Yeah.
Yeah.
work.
It was.
For sure.
So, well, guys, from our family to yours, from M4D Concepts, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.